Hey everybody, happy hump day to everybody. In today's cooking video, we will need cookies. We will also need bananas and heavy whipping cream and blueberries. We are going to make a blueberry custard pie with a banana whipped cream topping. And a cookie crust. This is going to be a very simple but very good recipe for dessert. You can make it for yourself if you have a sweet tooth. You can make it for family or company that comes over. It doesn't take long to make. So if you're in a pinch and you have this stuff in your pantry and blueberries in your fridge, this will be a very quick recipe to make. The first thing we're going to do is make the pie crust. You will need about a third of the package and butter. One stick of butter. This is the kind of butter I like to use because it's richer, a little bit more creamier. But you can use whatever butter you want. You could try vegan butter. You could try oil too because it's a little healthier. And you could also get gluten-free cookies if you want. Any kind of cookies you want to use, as long as it's not too soft or too or a cookie that has too much of other stuff in it. You want a cookie that's similar to a sandwich cookie that doesn't have a lot of ingredients in it and that's not too soft. Because you want it to be dry so that it holds up. And I'm sorry I'm talking too much, so we will now get on to the prep work here. I'm sorry I went out of frame again. And now you will need to take out the sandwich cookies and take the cream out of the middle of them. So you don't really need the cream because the cream is not part of this recipe. I mean, if you wanted to, you could add it to the whipped topping and make it a little bit more dense, but it's to your preference how you like your cream on top of the pie. Now, you take a knife and you split the sandwich cookie open And you take the cream part out, which you don't need. So, how's everybody's week been going? Does anyone have any interesting stories they'd like to share? Has anybody cooked anything interesting lately? Tried any new recipes that they now are starting to love or make as one of their favorite dishes? I'd love to hear your stories on that. Anyone? If you do, please leave your comments below this video. I'd love to hear. And we're getting halfway into this. And the next thing you will need, and I'm sorry I'm getting a little bit ahead of myself, is you will need a heavy object that you can smash the cookies with. I would suggest a good rolling pin, a good size heavy rolling pin, because you don't want to make too much noise. Let's just say you have neighbors or something. You don't want to wake them up or disturb them or anything. I wouldn't also mind to know if anyone's tried any of the recipes I've made so far. Or if you put your own spin on it, I would love to hear that too. If you could leave those comments below this video too, that'd be great. And I will keep making more great cooking videos too. So I hope I'm getting some good subscribers that want to see me do more baking. And please, I'm stressing this a lot. Feel free to leave your ideas at the bottom of my video too. I would love to hear other people's thoughts or ideas for a dish to make. I will definitely try it. And we are just about done with the first step here. And now the next step is getting these in a bag and crushing them up with a heavy rolling pin. This is what I recommend. It's a good, sturdy, heavy rolling pin that you just roll this over the sandwich bag till they're crushed up enough. And we're almost done here to the second thing we need to do. Sorry, I'm off camera again. I just had to go throw the stuff out that I don't need. Now we need the heavy rolling pin. And I would suggest, if you are running low in time, that you do this step before you are going to be entertaining guests or whoever's coming over. And this is the dish you want to make for dessert. Because this is one of the longest steps, is getting these cookies to be more like crumbs. You want them to be more like a crumb consistency. Otherwise, your pie crust won't look very good and even. I think this is just about good enough. You just want them to be the consistency of, I guess I could call it, to say, dirt. So you want it to look like this. You want it to look like this. And I think I gotta crush it up a little bit more. So we're halfway into the third step here. I mean, yes, you could do the faster method, which I would recommend, that would cut your time in half, is if you had a food processor, which I don't have, unfortunately, but you could do it in a food processor, and that would cut your time in half with this. While I'm still doing this, I would love to hear people's comments about, have they done anything new or adventurous, since we are getting closer to getting past this crisis situation that we're in. If you have anything to share with me, I'd love to hear your comments below this video too. We're gonna just do a little bit more crushing up here, because the cookie crumbs are not crushed up enough. Alright. I think that should be enough here. And you will need to preheat your oven to 350 degrees. And cook this crust for about 20 to 25 minutes. I'm doing my video. Get out, honey. Out. 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 No, I'm trying to do this video. Get out, honey. I can't help you right now. Out. 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 I'm sorry for that again, guys. That was my cat. And maybe eventually I will get more comfortable and I'll introduce you to my cat. Is there anybody who loves cats that's watching my video right now? I'd love to hear comments below. Now we need to melt the butter. And I say the quickest way to melt butter is in the microwave for like a minute and a half. Okay, I'm back, guys. I just had to go put the butter in the microwave. And we're gonna take a pause here. When I get back, we're gonna make the crust.